Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's online Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha Allendary. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. I have been working exclusively with individuals with Parkinson's for the past 24 years, and I'm here to help you establish and maintain a consistent speak out home practice routine. I know it's a challenge. You will have to do speak out exercises every day for the rest of your life, and that can be tough. And that's one of the reasons that Parkinson Voice Project hosts these online practice sessions, to keep it interesting. All right, today we're still working through the Speak Out workbook. I think this is very helpful for a lot of you to understand Speak Out therapy, and we are going to be working on lesson 8 today. When we get to the reading part, though, I'm going to show you the difference between lesson 7, the reading material in lesson 7, and the reading material in lesson 8. You're going to see that the sentences are really getting longer and longer as we work our way through the workbook. And that's how Speak Out is. It works on a hierarchy. So the counting, we might count to 12 first, and then it gets more complex as you go through the program. Same thing with the reading. We start with, "Hi there, how are you?" And then it keeps getting more challenging. And I'm telling you this because improving speech and swallowing, improving speech in Parkinson's is a lot like math. You cannot multiply and divide before you can add and subtract. So you should always work at the level where it's a little bit challenging, but not frustrating. If it's frustrating, like if I try to do calculus right now, that would be very frustrating. I need to back up and become really good at algebra. And if I can't do that, which I can't, then I need to back up and do something else and then move through it. Let's all take a sip of water, okay? I think that's really important. I think that people try to work at maybe jump to the paragraph level or jump to the conversation level where you're telling jokes and describing things. And we've got to work at the level where it's a little bit challenging but not frustrating. All right, we need to wake up the voice, so we're going to start with the warm-up. Lift your voice and speak out over the computer. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Connect them. May, me, my, mo, moo. Keep the focus on projecting your voice forward. Do not think about the breathing. Take a breath whenever you need it. Just tell yourself, I've got to speak out. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. One more. May, me, my, mo, moo. Very good. Go ahead and take a sip of water. We're done with the warm-up. Although your voice is probably still warming up. Sometimes people have to get all the way to the glides before their vocal quality clears up. That's not unusual. But we're done with the warm-up exercise, so now we're moving on to the ahs. Open your mouth, project that ah forward. Here we go. Good. Again. you don't punch it, okay? So we don't want okay? Let the glide out. Ready? Good. Let's do a shorter one. One more. Very nice. Go ahead and take a sip of water. We've done the warm-up exercise and the ahs. Now we're going to do the glides. I want you to throw out a steady ah. Listen to it. Hear the ah, and then make the shift. Start gliding. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Again. Good. Somebody asked me a question yesterday if you should try to go into falsetto, and no, you don't need to go that high. You just need to make a shift. Okay, the reason we're doing this, we're trying to strengthen the vocal folds, and we want you to have good expression in your voice. We don't want you to have a monotone voice, but you don't need to get up there either, right? So you don't need to go up that high. And then you always end at about where you started, okay? Just about. Don't worry too much about the pitch. Don't even worry about the pitch. But I don't want you to go down as low as you can, because that can create tension, puts tension on the vocal tract. That is not good for your voice. Let's do another glide with intent. Good. Let's do it again. As you're going down in pitch, I feel like I have to deliberately open my mouth more. It has the tendency to want to close on the way down. So purposefully, okay, using intent, start high and go down. One more, then we're done with these. Start high. Good. Take a sip of water. Hopefully, by participating in these online sessions, you are learning the exercises faster and you're becoming more accurate with doing them. Okay? That's our goal. All right, lesson 8 of the workbook, we're going to do the counting. We're counting to 20. Yesterday it was 16, today is 20. It is more challenging. All right, let's go ahead with intent. Lift every number and speak out. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Let's go backwards. Really think about it. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. Stop. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Stop. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are working hard on a scale of 1 to 10. What number are you at? If you're joining us on our website, in the chat, go ahead and tell us between the numbers of 1 and 10, how much effort are you putting forth? And if you've never chatted before, try it. It says to type in your nickname. Just put in your name and where you're from. So I would put Samantha from Dallas. All right, even if you don't want to chat, if you don't do that part, you won't get to see all the neat things people are saying, okay? These sessions are also about building community and being around a group of people who are positive and really working hard to manage Parkinson's. Take a sip of water. I want to thank everybody, by the way, who attended the webinar yesterday to learn about the campaign to reach America. That is our $20 million campaign that we have raised $11.4 million so far. So thank you for attending. And Beth, you can post the link for people who want to know about the campaign. It's on our website. It says About Us, and there is, in the drop-down, it says our campaign to reach America. Go ahead and post that. And I also want to thank everybody who has sent in donations. Some people have asked about meeting the deadline. As long as your check is post-dated by June 30th, that is perfect. So do not worry, especially it's a holiday weekend. Don't worry if it physically gets into our clinic by June 30th, but have it postmarked. All right, we're moving on to the reading. And I'm looking to the side because I have two screens here. I want to show you something real quick. Put on my glasses. All right, I want to show you the difference between the reading material from lesson 7 to the reading material in lesson 8. So yesterday we did lesson 7. So this was the length of the sentences. Let's read this one together. We'll read a few and then I'll show you lesson 8 and you'll be able to see how the Speak Out program, it gets harder and harder as you go through. So let's read this together. I'm glad you are here. Next one. I will call you tomorrow. Next. My appointment is at 9. Next. Let's go to a movie. Next. Turn on the television. And the last one. It is raining outside. Okay? Now, if we were to switch to lesson 8, I want you to see the difference. Hold on one second. All right, so this is lesson 8 now. Do you notice the sentences are a lot longer? They require greater breath support. Don't think about the breathing. Just tell yourself, I've got to throw every number forward. Let's read it together. Thank you for having us over last weekend, and stretch out the highlighted words. Let's do it with more intent. Thank you for having us over last weekend. It's longer. Next one. Do you have any exciting travel plans this summer? It is a lot harder, isn't it? Let's do it again. Do you have any exciting travel plans this summer? Don't think about the breath support. Take a breath if you need it. Next one. I am looking forward to the party next Saturday evening. Good job. Oh, let's read it again. I am looking forward to the party next Saturday evening. Throw every word over your computer. Ready? I want to make a toast in honor of the happy couple. So I had to take a breath in there. All right, do it again with more intent. I want to make a toast in honor of the happy couple. So this is about having the strength and endurance to do this, but being in control, okay? When we do the reading, we have to really be in control, every single syllable with intent. Let's try this one. Drive safely. The roads could be icy. Do you see when I stretch out the highlighted words, I'm having to use more intent. Do it again. Drive safely. The roads could be icy. All right, next one. Every syllable with intent. Will you bring me a piece of paper and a pen? Again. Will you bring me a piece of paper and a pen? Next. We had a wonderful weekend with our family. Again. We had a wonderful weekend with our family. Take a sip of water. If you found that reading to be frustrating, okay, it was too hard, that's okay. You back up and you do the shorter phrases until that gets a lot easier. You will always have to speak with intent, but we want it to be challenging, but not frustrating. Nobody should be practicing at a level where you're having to repeat 3, 4, 5 times to get it right. You're not supposed to do that. Okay? I hope this is helping. All right. We're going to do Dr. Boone's words, then we'll do the cognitive, and if we have time, we'll do some more of those long sentences. Each nonsense word twice. Ready? Every syllable with intent. Gu la gun ga ga. Again. Gu la gun ga ga. Next. Ku ka mangu ka. Ku ka mangu ka. Next. Gangla. Gangla. And the last one. Kukla. Kukla. Good. Let's move on to the cognitive. Now remember, you can download this reading material from today, all right? And there are more sentences in there than we have time to do, so you can take what you learn in this session and practice, practice, practice. All right, I want you to read the first part of the sentence, and then I want you to finish it, but with saying every single word with intent. So first one, what time would... Okay, you finish the sentence. Next one. I love to... Are you using your best voice? Next one. My doctor... Next. After breakfast, we... Next. I wish you... Next. When are you... Say every syllable with intent. Next one. Do you like... 2 more. Let us go to, and last one. I went to the store to, so maybe I went to the store to buy some eggs. Say it with me. I went to the store to buy some eggs. In order to get speech really good in conversation, you have to be able to do the reading very deliberately in the way we're doing it today, okay? So don't be frustrated in conversation. If you're having trouble, work on the reading. I have one more thing I want to share with you. I received an email from a faculty member that came to our clinic last week for our Lead with Intent Symposium. It was such a nice thank you email. I want to share it with you. It is from Elizabeth Truba, and she is from Arizona State University. I know that's kind of small, so I'm going to read it to you. And I'm sharing this with you because I want you to understand. When you donate money to Parkinson Voice Project, it's about, we want to help people with Parkinson's regain and retain their speech. A big part of that is training the speech language pathologist and making sure they're doing the Speak Out program the right way. So all of these symposiums and webinars that we're doing are really important. Let me read this to you. I also wanted to thank you and everyone at Parkinson Voice Project for a wonderful symposium last week. It was really great to be in the actual physical location where Speak Out lives and to meet the Parkinson Voice advocates. I think that seeing everything and everyone with my own eyes and experiencing working with the advocates made such a difference for me. The lectures and roundtables were very helpful, and I cannot say enough about hearing from the advocate panel. The singing performance affected me quite a bit, and you were right. Tissues were definitely required. I have come back with so much to share with my clinical and research team, and I am really excited about it. So think about it. We could have held the symposium online, but instead we brought the faculty members from our 16 new Speak Out Therapy and Research Centers. We gave them a travel stipend and brought them to the clinic. The treatment is exceptional at Parkinson Voice Project, and we're working really hard to replicate what we're doing. And I just want you to feel really good about the donations that you're making. This is no one else in the world. There is no other Parkinson's nonprofit organization, any nonprofit organization, focusing on improving speech and swallowing in Parkinson's and training speech language pathologists. So thank you all for your support. Really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Download the reading material. Practice, practice, practice. And I will be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.